Welcome to Doug Does Stuff. I'm Doug, and I want to update you on my open letter to Anycubic. Anycubic reached out with a lengthy email and an offer to meet with core team members. And today, I want to update you on the details of that meeting. Now, the original purpose of my open letter was for Anycubic to do better by its customers. I was using my small channel as a pulpit to stand up for what I was seeing across social media platforms. A growing anger, a growing distrust over these ongoing issues. The issues were around shipping, logistics, support response times, and early supporters seemingly cast aside in lieu of new orders. I knew that a video like this was a risk to my channel. I was calling out a global multi-million-dollar company, and things could have gone a different direction. But I was willing to tank the channel because I felt so strongly with what was happening in the community. And I was willing to call out the company that I have invested in personally and I've trusted for the better part of a year. And I want to clarify for those of you who need to hear this. This was not a smear campaign. This was not a personal vendetta. And this was not a way to garner special treatment from Anycubic. There was no stunt here for free hardware from the company. I'm standing in line with everybody else for my S1 Max and Ace 2 Pros that I ordered. So, go ahead, call me a shill, call me a fraud, a rage baiter, accuse me of using people's frustrations to make money. But, to be clear, regardless of what you say, I'm standing firm in that I am here to advocate for a community of people who have supported Anycubic with their hard-earned money and want answers on these issues. And as always, I will be transparent with you. Yes, I monetized my open letter video. And yes, I am monetizing this video as well. I monetize all my videos. I put a lot of effort into this and into helping the community across social media. I try to add value when I can, and I try to do good things. Any extra revenue that this brings helps keep the channel going. And to silence those who think I'm profiteering off of this, as of the filming of this video, I have made a whopping $17.85 before taxes. That's not even enough to buy a roll of Anycubic high-speed PLA. So let's be clear. I'm not here for free stuff. And if I ever am given something free to review and to talk about, I guarantee that you will know that from me in my video at the very beginning. I won't hide it in the middle. So listen, my intent was simple. Get answers to our issues and demand that Anycubic do better. So let's talk about the timeline. Anycubic reached out to me about a week after I posted my video with a lengthy email and an offer to meet with core team members. After some back and forth and discussion via email, they offered April 29th to meet my time. And I say my time because that's important. While it was April 29th at 10 p.m. my time, it was 10 a.m. in China on April 30th. That is the last workday before a national holiday, May Day. And May Day is a week-long holiday where almost all business shuts down. To me, that is incredibly important because despite being hours away and likely with a lot of work to do before going on break, they took the time to sit down with me for 1.5 hours. And we didn't end the meeting until both sides were ready to wrap it up and had talked about everything that they wanted to talk about. In the meeting, I'll be honest with you, I thought going into the meeting that there was a potential that this was one of those meetings to silence the squeaky wheel. I was wrong. It genuinely felt like they wanted to understand the friction in the concerns of the community. I didn't feel like they were just checking a box to get me to move on. I really felt like they were listening. I didn't feel like I was being silenced or there were offers to try and buy me. And it came across as an interest in the community perspective. Now, listen, I also want to commend Anycubic here. They didn't dismiss any of my concerns, nor did they get defensive. They took the criticism in stride, they asked follow-up questions, and they wanted to know more information. They were transparent about the current challenges that they are facing and what they're hoping to do about it. And again, I made my stance clear from the very beginning. I was there not for special treatment, not for hush deals. I was there as what they call a KOC, a key opinion consumer. That's a consumer who represents thousands, you all, of customers who spent their money on these products and are now frustrated and demanding answers. I was there to build a partnership in creating a positive outcome. I was there as an advocate for the community of people who I saw across social media wanting answers, confused about what was going on, and demanding more. I was there to ask Anycubic to do better. Okay, so let's talk about why you're watching this video, and that's the specifics of the meeting. But before I get there, I just want to couch this whole thing with, did this solve all of the problems? Absolutely not. But what it did do was open a door and start a discussion to doing better and making changes. And the fact that they listened on the day before a national holiday when they had likely a lot of work to do, I think speaks volumes. All right, so listen, the discussion was very open and very honest. And as I mentioned, I was not rushed. There was actually no time limit even placed on this meeting from the beginning. It was an open-ended meeting. And I know a lot of you had specific questions that you asked in my last two videos about things that you wanted to know. But for this meeting, I focused strictly on the issues that I raised in my open letter, those community-wide systemic issues that need addressing. I do hope that eventually we can address those other concerns that you all have raised, and that's where I'm going to need your help. So stick around to the end of the video to find out how. So the first thing we talked about was shipping. It's a major pain point for a lot of people. We had a lot of pre-order people who still have not received their pre-orders from November. There are people who are waiting on their S1 Max combos. There are people who are waiting on their Cobra X combos. So I didn't just bring up general complaints. I referenced community posts, my own tracking issues, and this one kind of stung, the shipping issues affecting people who I personally recommended this printer to, or these printers to, including my place of work. So they said that they were committed to figuring out the discrepancies here and moving forward to correct them. I'm hoping that we see some streamlined way to report these issues for anyone caught in a backlog so that it can be solved. And we didn't discuss that, but Anycubic, if you're listening, and I know you are, this would be a good idea. So the next thing we talked about was support. And we talked about the lengthy time that people are waiting for support to get back to them. We talked about the generic responses as well. And this is important because when you buy a piece of hardware, You're entering into a partnership with a brand who you believe is going to be there to support you in the long run. Hey, my S1 combo, if you've been following the channel, know that it has been a real pain point for me. It's been a lemon, and I've had to do a lot of work to it. And at the beginning, a lot of people told me to run, Doug, run away and get something else. But you know what? Support is the reason I stayed. At the very beginning, support was timely. They were fast. They gave me answers. They sent me parts, and they walked me through personally some issues to try and get it fixed. That's the support that people are looking for. But that's not where it is right now. And that's a problem. To their credit, they acknowledged this drop off. They admitted that they're overwhelmed with the volume of requests, particularly those sparked by shipping delays. They stated that they're looking to expand their support team, but they emphasized that training takes time. They don't want to put an agent on the front lines who doesn't have the tech knowledge or the know-how to answer your question. And I think we need to acknowledge that, because you know, and I know, that if we were to get that agent that didn't know what they were talking about, we would be here on Facebook and Reddit and those places complaining about that. So I think if Anycubic is committed to moving forward with beefing up their support and adding to it because of the popularity of their last two printers, I think we should give them some time. But regardless of all that, the current status of support is not sustainable. And Anycubic really does need to work quickly in this area. Support is the frontline response to a lot of issues. And if you have customers who are waiting for a very long time, it's going to cause frustration and people leaving the brand. It is absolutely critical that at this point, Anycubic work to fix this. The next thing, spare parts. Listen, this is not a pervasive issue, but it's an important issue because it brings up a concern of trust. And we took a lot of time on this one. Both sides couldn't convey what they were trying to say. I was saying what I thought, and they were hearing and repeating something different. So we took some time and we finally came to an understanding of what we were talking about. And that was the concern that people were receiving questionable PayPal links to pay for parts through support. Listen, Anycubic is a multi-million-dollar company. There needs to be a real portal to do this. And from our discussion, it sounded like they're acknowledging this and moving forward with a way to do that. Thank you. So what I got from this meeting was that Anycubic is looking and committed to do better. As a direct result of our conversations and my open letter, they're committed to putting out a formal community update to release on May 6th, the day before I put this video live. And that timing was agreed upon because they wanted to publicly address the issues first. And while I didn't enter into an NDA or any formal written agreement, which I think is important to understand, I have enough respect for what we talked about and what they want to do that I'm going to honor that timeline and not try to jump into the news cycle. But I will be watching on May 6th to see that community update, and I'll be watching it with a watchful watchdog eye. I want to wrap this up by saying I am cautiously optimistic this meeting was a massive step in the right direction. And to be honest, I'm very pleased that my open letter opened the door to this conversation. And I'm encouraged by the outcomes we have discussed so far. It really feels like the community had a seat at the table. Just a quick note on the timing. I'm filming this a couple days after the meeting. So this is well ahead of the public statement Anycubic is planning for the 6th. So I am looking forward to seeing that update, and I'm confident it's going to reflect the transparency and the positive commitments we discussed in our meeting. As of right now, I'm waiting with all of you to see those words put into action. Okay, this is where I need you. You all showed your support in my open letter video and my last video, and it's very humbling to see the amount of views and likes and hypes that you gave me. So thank you. But let's keep that momentum going and show Anycubic that we are watching and we are listening for the next steps. To show your support for this process, please hit the like button, and if you're on a mobile phone, swipe to the left and give me a hype. Those two things will show Anycubic that you've stayed through the whole video. You have listened, you are waiting, you are watching, and you are ready for the next steps to bring Anycubic to the next level. And Anycubic has said that they are watching and reading. So this is your chance to show them how important it is to all of you. Thank you to all of you for taking the time to watch and listen and support this video and my channel. If you have thoughts or comments, go ahead and leave that below. As I said, Anycubic has said that they are watching and reading. But let's be constructive. Inflammatory comments of any kind will not be allowed, and I will have to delete them. Let's keep it focused on constructive so that we can move this forward. Anycubic is listening. Let's keep that door open and look for real solutions as we move forward. And one last thing. Go out there and do good things.